Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome yet again to an incredible episode of Campus Chronicles. My name is Lisa Puri, your host on Unza Radio 91.7 FM. Did you miss me? Well, I'm back and I'm better than ever. And today I have an incredible guest joining us. He goes by the name of Frank Mumba. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you for joining us today. Thank you for being our guest.
I really appreciate being here.
Okay. Wow. Okay. So how are you? How are you doing?
So far, so good. On study break.
Yeah.
Yes, so
Yeah. People are really taking this study break personal.
yes.
All right. So before we go any further, I'd just like to talk about what happened on the Independence Supper. I don't know if you are aware of that. So quick summary here at Unza, every Independence Day celebration we have an Independence Supper where we cook shima at ruins and eat and all that. But there were some called for behavior that was happening. People were getting food from the pot and everything. There's commotion and all that. It wasn't cute. It wasn't demure. It wasn't quite mindful.
Yeah. Okay, the unfortunate part was that I wasn't there, but thumbs up for the organizers. It was such a really good thing that they organized the feast. For the uncalled for behavior, I'm not surprised. As a student.
My lecturer once said, the reason why we as students here that behave that way is because we're used to fighting for things. We're used to fighting for things, everything. We just fight for it.
Yes.
It wasn't given to us on the silver platinum.
Yes.
So, yeah, but big ups to the organizers. Hopefully, we can improve and do better.
Yes.
Now, back to the reason why we're here. First and foremost, I'm so happy to be back on radio. It's been a while. I was also taking my own radio break. It's a thing.
Nice.
So, yeah. What an amazing semester it has been. Exams are fast approaching. Literally next week we'll start. And people are in exam mode and everything. It's like, as for me personally, the more we draw closer to the exams, the more I draw back from my studies. I don't know what's happening. It's like a mechanism that I can't understand. I really hope I can do better.
So meaning you've already studied.
Not really. Not really. Okay, so now who is Frank Mumba? Before we get depth into it, let's just have a brief understanding of who you are
Okay.
as a person.
Okay. First and foremost, Frank Mumba is a student at the University of Zambia.
Okay.
Third year doing business administration. I've served as a publicity secretary under an NGO which is right here at UNZA. It's called JCI, it's UNZA, yes. And I served as publicity secretary. That was last year. This year, after seeing some an unfairness and for some circumstances, I decided to open my own NGO, which is called the Empowerment Hub Association of Zambia, or EHAZ. Yes, based on 3 pillars, which is education, employment, as well as entrepreneurship.
Education, employment, and entrepreneurship.
Yes.
I love entrepreneurship. I'm a business lady myself. Yeah. So what led to you opening your NGO? Aside from what you mentioned about unfairness,
It's actually basically that. On the education part, I faced some challenges in terms of paying for my fees. So I put it as the first pillar because we want to help people succeed in terms of education. I mean, the best thing you can ever give to any person is education. So we want to reach that point where we can be paying what's is part of percentages of tuition fees to people who are vulnerable in the society as well as different universities.
Oh, you as an NGO, you want to be assisting students in paying for their school fees?
Yes.
So, that's quite a huge responsibility. How is it going?
So far so good.
Yeah?
Yes, through our various partners as well as collaborations in different organizations and societies.
Any notable people that you've collaborated?
Yes. Actually, one of them we are about to close a very, very important partnership with NATSEC.
Oh, really? Oh my God. Now we're talking a lot. So, I'm a public relations student. So, if you need a PR personnel to manage your NGO, you always know. And if you need me to pitch, I am always ready. I'm just one call away.
Don't worry, we'll get your number after this.
All right. So, what's your vision statement as an NGO?
We really want to expand.
Expansion.
We also really want to grow. By the way of doing that through collaborations. One area which we have sought to embark on is that of sports. So not so long ago, we signed an MOA with a certain sports academy for young children because empowerment, we are a people-based organization. Others would say youth-based, but me, I say people-based. We want to empower people regardless of their age, sex, religion, race, regardless of that. We want to also do that through also sports. We want to empower young children in terms of we want to empower them with the skills of football so that they can better themselves. Not just that, also through the educational part because one of the NGO, Sports Academy itself, is also passionate about education, about bringing children from these rural areas, bringing them together so that they can learn the art of football and also as a result they can better themselves.
Do you also empower businesses?
Businesses, we listen to business ideas.
Oh,
Yes.
does that mean that after this show I can pitch out my business? Maybe you can send something in my Stanbic account.
Maybe.
Alright, okay, maybe it's okay. It's okay. It's good enough for me.
Sure.
So, what have you learned in the journey? Like, tell us the most important lesson so far.
Consistency and commitment. I think one of the most important lessons is that choosing the right team for yourself. Yes. I mean, you can choose to work with anybody, but working with the right people. One of my friends who actually is here, I don't know if it's Unza Radio or DMH, Morgan Nondo, he once advised me to say it's easy to pick people to work with, but the right people to work with, that's what the biggest challenge is. You're not compatible with anybody. I mean, for example, I had to pick very carefully in terms of the person who was going to be managing the organization finances. It didn't come just from without. I had to listen to him. I had to personally see his demeanor, if it's demure. If yes, in those cases, if there's some form of greediness in there, and the guy.
Okay. So, what are some of the achievements that you've achieved as an organization so far?
Reaching different people, actually. Reaching different people and meeting with different organizations, actually. Been at the Mulungushi Conference Center there, where we established collaborations. One event that I particularly attended, and we are reaching on to a collaboration with the EFC, which is the Entrepreneurship Financial Center, EFC. I actually met him that side, and one of the representatives I met that side, and they're actually open to working with us as an organization.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's incredible. That's incredible. So, as people are closing schools, are you recruiting in your organization? Do you want volunteers or workers? And what should be their area of expertise?
You've been talking about this so often in this interview.
I have a hidden agenda.
If volunteers are needed, and the form of expertise is what we need. Maybe the sort of what we want is people. We need people who are always available and are qualified for the for publicity. Yes, because we need people who need to manage our social media platforms and other things. Yes.
My area of expertise. Alright, let me stop. So if you are interested in volunteering, interning, or just to something to help you build your CV, you can just reach out to Mr. Frank here, and you can reach out to Campus Chronicles, and we can direct you to him. Yeah, so that even as we close, you're not just dormant at home. You can have something built in your CV. You know, maybe even who knows, through these things, you can even make connections, network, and all that. Like as for me here, soon I'm already going to be the social media manager for their NGO. So, yeah. Yeah. So let's now divert to another segment here in Campus Chronicles called the Trivia Challenge. I don't want to be bombasting you with so many questions. I want you to feel at home. So yeah, I'm gonna ask you general questions, and you're gonna answer. I believe you're smart. I know people who wear specs are smart. Yeah, so I expect a lot. Are you taking them off? Why are you taking them off? All right. So before we do that, let me play a song. You said you're into Chanda and Nake, right? Yeah. Let me play your Paco. Okay.
Ai bomba bomborok, ajisana iputa puturuk, ajira yung faka bondo na tapa befa bondolo, aji papa tera sala puko puko. Agoro, agoro, tera sala puko puko.
This is the part that I love. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back, and we are live. So, Mr. Frank, back to our segment, the Trivia Challenge. As we all know, we recently had our independence celebration. Zambia was celebrating 60 years. Oh my God! You know, I came across this very funny meme which is saying Zambia has just turned 60 and it's still developing. Who am I? Who's just 25 or 23 or 22 or just 20? Why should I be worrying about where I am in life? I still have a long way to go. If Zambia at the age of 60 is still developing, why do you have high expectations of me? You know? So chill, relax. Yeah, so yes. So Zambia just turned 60, right? Let's focus there. Which former president rebased the Zambian kwacha? Oh, okay.
Is it?
Yeah, I'm surprised.
Okay.
Okay. So who was the first? Guys, these questions are too easy. I said it. People with specs are smart people. These are too easy. I should have been the one who prepared these questions. Who was the first Zambian vice president?
No,
No?
I don't know.
You don't know.
But I forgot it.
Yay!
I'm afraid if I say the name.
No, you can say.
No. No.
I'm not judgmental.
Voila.
Okay, so the first Zambian vice president was Ruben Kamanga.
Okay.
Yeah. So who walked half naked during the fight for independence?
I only remember there was a woman who did that.
Name?
I don't know the name, but I know it has to be a woman.
Why are you so confident that it was a woman?
I remember I read an article.
Oh, okay.
Plus.
All right. I thought you would just wait. Plus.
Nothing.
Okay. I'll let it slide. So the name of the person is Julia Chikamoneka.
Who's a woman? Yes.
You had to put it out there.
Yes.
Okay. So who became the president after Frederick Chiluba? This is so easy.
Frederick Chiluba. That was Manwasa.
Yeah.
Those questions are really hard.
Ha! Man, please. So what inspired the name of the country Zambia?
I really don't know.
No ways. Who?
No.
Wow. Okay.
I'd like to find out.
I thought it was one of those obvious things, you know.
That's not, they never taught us in school.
Yeah, Zambia, Zambezi, River.
Doesn't try.
Alright, so yeah, the name was inspired from the mighty Zambezi River. This is why we tell, is it Zimbabwe, right?
Mm-hmm.
We tell them that is ours. That's where our name comes from. It's like when you give a guest, you just give them a pinch of something. They love it so much now they want to get the whole thing.
Next time they'll get even pats on back.
You know what? These people. So, which former president is famously remembered for competing against a frog in general elections?
Frog. I'm sure that would have been someone's nickname.
Now you just played with me.
No, I don't.
Real?
Yes.
Real?
Yes.
For real?
No, I don't.
You never used to take geography. Oh.
Uh-huh.
So that's Kenneth Kaunda.
Competing against the frog.
Yeah, since after Zimbabwe got its independence, then it was he amended the constitution to a one-party state.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, he didn't have any competitors because he was competing against the frog, and it's either you vote for him or you vote for the frog. And I'm sure in most cases the frog won because people didn't want him. But obviously, it can't be won by a frog. So
Oh.
yeah. Now back to business. Where do you see yourself and your angel in the next 5 years?
Zambia Kuchara.
Wow, no better way to say it than that.
Yes, we want to reach more members than we already have. In the next these 5 years, 5 years is even too much.
Yeah.
5 years is too much. In the next 2 years, we want to have a lot of members and we want to be recognized nationally more than we already have.
And how you seem so confident as this is something that's already in display. So, any things that you're doing on the ground to ensure that happens the next 2 years?
It's just to say, no, checkmate.
Checkmate.
Yes, it's better to
Ooh,
wait until
okay. I love the courage, I love the confidence it's given. So, what could you tell us about the challenges you face or faced in establishing your NGO?
Yeah, finding the right form of registration. So far, it's been really challenging since registering with PACA.
Yeah.
Yeah, but one event I attended the other week, they literally strongly suggested to say, don't register with that organization, but register with us. Because us, we are mandated. That was NYDC, which called on for to say, if you register with PACA or register with us, it's the same thing. You will be recognized more with us than with those guys, because us will give you more opportunities than those guys. They have like a community where they interact with registered organizations and they forward opportunities to them.
Oh, so you guys get new network and stuff like that?
Yes, and I also want to do that. Yes, I want to register with NYDC as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, if you had come to me, I would have assisted you with that. I used to work for an advertising agency. I'm serious. I used to work for an advertising agency, and they used to do consultation and client compliance, PACRA, and all that. I've actually done that for a client before. I'm just into a lot of things, so I can't venture into that. Otherwise, yeah.
I like the marketing spirit. You have really advertised yourself.
I am a marketing student, so yeah.
Okay, no, that's really good. That's really good.
Yeah. They teach us about pitching.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So last but not the least, tell us what you think would make a better UNZA overall.
I've consulted that. That question actually came in the exam last year. Now, final exam last year, and I could swear I told my friends to say this question is going to come. What are some of the things that would make this place a better place? I consulted lecturers, former employees of the University of Zambia, and they all said the management is kind of odd. Well, that was according to them. It's kind of odd, and they need to bring fresh blood.
With fresh ideas.
Yes. That's
You
what
make us say that. I love where this is going. I love controversy.
That's what they said, and I actually related to that. One of the lecturers I interacted with before they closed the call,
Okay. I love where this is going.
he actually told me to say he had this really brilliant idea that would put Zambia, our university, on the map, but management literally rejected his idea. And he said, I really want to leave this place because they're not dynamic and they're so rigid to their own thing that cannot open to
New and fresh ideas.
So if we were to improve on that, then go further.
the thing is, this university, it's old, and it's like how Kaunda was, right? Whereby when you build something or you're part of the growing process, you're so attached and entitled to say.
Yes.
So, and I've noticed that here there's a bit of a challenge between the new generation and the millennium and the Gen Z people,
Yeah.
because there are a few young lecturers here and there. So there's always that. I feel like let me just say, any organization in general needs a structure and the constitution to follow, because a system is quite fundamental to like organize things, and to have a right way of structuring things, so that you don't, because as Gen Z, we can be overzealous and all that, with fresh ideas, want to change things, want to bring innovative and creative stuff like that, but at the end of the day, we need a structure of doing things so that we don't go overboard.
Yes.
So yeah, I just feel like if they're open to work with us and what we bring, because
Yes.
we need them and they need us. So if we have like a mutual understanding and openness, and not just have that mindset of these people want to take over, this people doing this and that, but have a mindset to say, okay, how can we improve as one? How can we develop as one? Because a win for one is a win for all. We, the whole of the institution, and as UNZA goes on the map, like we say, Zambia Kuchalo, even though I believe it's already there. Yeah, it's everybody, it's the whole country at large. So it's not just about who is in control and what. Yeah. Back to the last and final question. Now, you being a student here, what program are you doing again?
Business administration.
Yeah, you being a student here, what advice would you give to your fellow students and to the audience? Because Unza Radio is not just limited to Unza, it's broad. We have people listening from Matera, from PHI, from I don't know, you name it. It has a quite huge frequency and all that.
Oh yeah. So for those people who are staying in those areas such as Matero, PHI, I would strongly suggest you come and apply and be students of the only university in Zambia. And then for those people who are already enrolled in different colleges and universities, when you're done getting your certificates, come and get a degree at the only university in Zambia.
Baby. So is there anything that you'd love to share with the audience? Any words of encouragement or anything in general?
Well, I'll just say follow our Facebook page at the Empowerment Hub Association of Zambia, and come and register with us so that we can afford you opportunities that will make you relevant as well as improve yourself as well as the country.
Yeah, and you get to work with me because I'll be working with them.
Wow.
Yeah. So that is it, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to work with Campus Chronicles, you can reach out to our WhatsApp page. You can get one of the admins' contact, and if you want to partner up, you want to sponsor us, and you want to learn more about us, you can just reach out to one of the admins, and we can get to collaborate and work together as a whole. My name is Lisa Piri. I have been your host, and thank you to Mr. Frank Mumba for joining us. Yeah. And yeah, like I said earlier, if you want to intern, grow CV and stuff like that, you can reach out to him. He's the man for the job.
Yes.
Thank you and bye.